Okay, since dah pukul 10, kita mula kita punya session. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Wa ala alihi wa sahabatihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsani ila yaumiddin. Allahumma la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Allahumma 'allimna ma yanfa'una wanfa'na bima 'allamtana wa zidna 'ilma. اللهم انزل علينا بحكمتك وانشر علينا برحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الكرام ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Assalamualaikum and good morning to all students. We from the postgraduate office would like to thank all of the students for allotting some of your precious time to be present in this briefing regarding the procedure for the defense of research proposal as well as Viva Voce for master by Coursework students. So since, as you know, that experiencing DRP or Viva Voce can be said as once in a lifetime encounter for most of you. So we at the postgraduate office always conduct this briefing session each semester to guide and familiarize the participating student regarding rules, regulation, as well as procedure when the DRP and Viva Voce is in session. So I think that since this matter is of utmost importance to the participating student, so we hope that the student can be with us and focus during this briefing session. So in order to organize the DRP as well as the Viva Voce session into becoming more manageable, so we have organized and divided you into groups as you already have known. So I'm sure you already been informed based on the schedule about the group that you belong to during the upcoming DRP as well as Viva session. So from the schedule disseminated in the coursework group, you can see that there are in total of around 33 groups participating in this current semester DRP and Viva session. So we will in the near future create WhatsApp group for all the 33 groups. So the WhatsApp group will be used as the platform of communication between the student and the panel of examiner. So once created, the WhatsApp group, we typically will invite the examiner to join first before disseminating the WhatsApp group link for the respective student to join. Please always bear in mind about your manner and speech when you join the WhatsApp group, since there are already a panel inside the group when we disseminate the link to you. So during the DRP and Viva session on the 14th and 15th August, so the session, as you already know, will be conducted via online platform. So the panel of examiner will inform you regarding the online platform and time of choice to conduct the session. So you can also discuss with the panel if you have any difficulty in using the suggested online platform, whether using Zoom, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, or the Google Meet. So in that case, please state your circumstances as the panel are there to help all of you. So after the online platform has been chosen, the link for the DRP or Viva session will be shared by the panel at least 30 minutes before the presentation time. So therefore, please be alert during the day of the DRP regarding the notification on your respective WhatsApp group, so that you will know everything that will be posted inside the group. So now that we have covered the function and the procedure in establishing the WhatsApp group, so we will now focus our attention on the matter before starting the presentation. After you have received the link for the online presentation platform, you may enter the room when instructed by the panel. Once inside, please greet the chairperson and all the panel present for your DRP or VIVA. Then the chairperson will take some time to introduce all of the panel of examiner involved for your DRP or VIVA session. So after all of the formality and introduction by the chairperson and all of the examiner, you will be given the chance to check on your microphone, camera, as well as slide. So we advise you that to use that opportunity given to ensure that the session is running as smooth as possible, since there are many technicalities that has happened from time to time when the student are trying to attempt their DRP session before checking their microphone, camera, and slides. So please use the opportunity given so that everything can run smoothly at the day of the event. Sorry. During the presentation itself, so the panel may decide on the arrangement of the presentation and its procedure. Typically, there are some of panel who allow the student to be present during other student presentation, while some panel will practice one by one procedure. So usually the other student that present during the DRP or VIVA will act as the timekeeper or minute taker for the student who are presenting. So as you can see here in the slide, the presentation time given for the DRP is about 15 minutes, and it will be followed by Q&A session by the panel of examiner. And for the VIVA VOCE, the duration given for the presenting of the research is about 20 minutes, give or take. And similarly, it will be followed by Q&A session by the panel of examiner. So as you already have known that after you have presented, you will be asked a question. So we strongly advise you to be well prepared in advance. So make sure to rehearse and make some rehearsal with your supervisor and time yourself so that you will be able to finish on time. So this is very crucial since there are some panel who are quite strict with time management. So if you encounter such panel, so we worry that even before you finish your presentation, he or she will cut you short before you finish your presentation. So please beware and rehearse and time yourself. So after the Q&A session, you will be asked to leave the room or place in a breakout room, depending on the capability of the online platform that is being used, so that the panel will have some room to discuss regarding the final result of the presentation. So then, after the deliberation by the panel of examiner, you will be called back to join the session to hear the verdict. So please be alert and check for any notification from your WhatsApp group, okay? Okay, now after the presentation is over, the panel will only announce the verdict for the DRP session. So the panel will tell the student whether they pass or need to redefend their proposal. So for the student who have passed their DRP session, they will be given around 2 weeks to amend and make the correction as suggested by the panel. So once the 2-week period is over, or on 30 August 2022, you need to submit the corrected proposal after it has been verified by the supervisor as well as the panel. So regarding the student who need to redefend their proposal, usually you are given about 1 month to make the required amendment and correction to the proposal. But in this session, we have given more than 1 month for the student to do their correction and prepare for the re-DRP session. Those who are new, those who need to receipt for the re-DRP are required to submit their proposal after the verification by supervisor and panel on the 6th of October 2022. And after that, we will decide on the suitable date to conduct the redefense, but usually it is on the 2nd week of the upcoming semester. Okay, now, as I have said before, only the DRP student will be given the verdict whether they pass or need to redefend their proposal. However, in the case of the VIVA student who are sitting for the VIVA VOCE, there are no result or verdict that will be announced at the end of the session. Just like the DRP student, the VIVA VOCE student need to complete your correction as suggested by the panel and submit the correction 2 weeks after the official examination has been announced. So therefore, in regards to the result, whether you pass or not, you will only know whether you have successfully defended your thesis after the official examination result has been announced. So based on the exam, you will know whether you have passed or not the VIVA VOCE. So please take note for the VIVA students, okay? So this is the form for correction purpose. So in order for the student to do the correction, we have provided this examiner feedback form. So this form will be filled by the panel of examiner, which contain comment and feedback regarding your proposal or thesis. So please refer to this form when you are making the correction so that whatever amendment that you do is in line with what the panel has suggested in the form. Once you are confident with the correction that has been made, so please send this form and the amended proposal to be checked and verified by the supervisor as well as panel. So this is very important because if the form and the amended proposal has not been verified by the supervisor and panel, the postgraduate office cannot receive that kind of submission of a correction. So now we are at the end of our session, this short briefing. So some advice that we would like to offer regarding the etiquette during the session is to introduce yourself properly with appropriate greeting. So when you are doing your DRP as well as VIVA VOCE, please be polite and please ensure that you greet all the panel in charge for your group. So the next would be to use the panel proper title. As you already know, there are professor, associate professor, doctors who become your panel of examiner. So when greeting the panel, please use the proper title for each of the panel. This may seem like what we say small issue, but there are some panel of examiner who are particular regarding this matter. So therefore, look at your schedule, where you are grouped, and familiarize yourself with the panel assigned to your group. So when talking or answering the question, please control your tone. Be polite as you can. So this is also important as it may affect the emotion, what we say, the perception of the panel towards you. So be polite to leave the strong positive first impression to the examiner. So for the point of number 4, we advise that you immerse yourself with the work that you have done and be prepared for any question that might come from the panel. So you can check the internet for FAQ or frequently asked question during the DRP or VIVA, so that you can be well prepared coming into your DRP and VIVA hosted session. So typically, since there are no official minute taker, it is advisable for you to take note when listening to the comment and feedback from the examiner. So this will make it easier for you to refer back when you are doing the correction. And lastly, please remember that nothing is private during online. So please make sure that you take the effort to conduct your session from conducive environment with stable internet connection and free from other interference. Also, please be presentable with suitable clothing and watch what you are saying during the DRP and VIVA session. So with that, we from the postgraduate office would like to thank you for the time, and we hope and wish all the students all the best for the upcoming DRP and VIVA session. So that's all for the our short briefing regarding the procedure as well as rules regarding the master by coursework, DRP and VIVA session. So if you have any question, you can post in the chat box, or you can just open your mic and ask for any question that you have. So if there is no question, can we, before we end the session, can we take some photos together?
Okay. Okay, ready ya? 1, 2, 3. Okey, sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Okey, terima kasih semua.
So from Razak Wari, so if you could not manage to present on the day, please inform the panel of examiner, as I said before. We will create the WhatsApp group, and in those WhatsApp group, you can communicate with the panel of examiner regarding any situation that is applied to you, whether it is the online platform or even in regards to your health. So if you could not manage to present during the stipulated day that has been agreed upon, so you can just tell the examiners, and they will accommodate your circumstances. So just inform the examiners. Usually they will just reschedule for your session. Okay. So if there is nothing else, so thank you for your time in coming to this short briefing regarding the procedure of DRP and VIVA. So on the behalf of the postgraduate office, we would like to thank you for your time. So thank you, and I hope you well in your DRP and VIVA session. So the recording will be sent after this in the coursework group, okay? Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Dr.
Assalamualaikum, Dada.
Thank you,
Salam.
Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Doktor.
you, Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Thank you, Doktor. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Thank you, Doktor. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.